Meet Otha Anders, a 73-year-old man who for 45 years meticulously saved every penny he came across. One day he decided it was time to cash in his lifelong collection. As he rolled his dolly into the bank, the suspense grew. No one, not even Anders himself, could guess the incredible sum he had amassed. Stay tuned to find out the astonishing total. Imagine pushing a dolly loaded with water jugs full of pennies into a bank. That's exactly what 73-year-old Otha Anders did. These weren't just any pennies. They were a collection of 45 years' worth of found and saved pennies. The bank was buzzing with curiosity. What could be the total value of this peculiar collection? His penny collecting hobby might have seemed odd to some, but to him it was a labor of love and a testament to his unique way of appreciating life. For Otha, finding pennies wasn't just about collecting coins. It was a reminder to be grateful for the blessings in his life. Each penny he found was a symbol of gratitude, a token of appreciation for his family, and a nod to the simple joys of life. Otha's penny collecting hobby was deeply rooted in his faith. He saw each found penny as a divine reminder to be thankful. Otha's faith was not just strong, it was growing stronger. He saw each penny he found as a blessing. Little did he know, when he finally decided to cash in his pennies, his life was about to take a turn for the better. It all started with one penny, one moment that sparked a passion that would last for 45 years. Otha began to collect every penny he found, and even stopped spending his own pennies. Every cent was saved, every coin was cherished. Otha's penny collecting habit was more than just picking up loose change. Whenever he made a purchase, he would insist on receiving change that included at least a few pennies. This peculiar habit contributed significantly to his growing collection. Otha's penny collecting became so routine that his friends and family stopped questioning it. They knew that whenever Otha made a purchase, a few pennies would be added to his collection. Little did they know, this peculiar hobby would have its own rewards. Otha was not just a collector, he was a saver. He once said, "I would never spend a penny." Given a choice between $1 and a penny, he would always choose the penny. His dedication to saving pennies even sparked interest among his students. Otha had a strict rule when it came to his collection. He never accepted pennies without compensating the giver. Not even his wife or children could give him pennies without receiving something in return. It was his unique way of maintaining balance. Over the years, Otha's collection grew to fill 15 5-gallon water jugs. His collection was a result of his own finds, change from purchases and coins given to him by others. He could only guess how many pennies he had collected over the years. The exact number of pennies Otha owned was a mystery. With 15 5-gallon water jugs brimming with coins, he could potentially possess hundreds of thousands. Yet, amidst the scattered piles, the true count remained elusive. Otha had no plans to stop collecting pennies. He had spent 45 years filling his jugs, and if he had his way, he would have filled many more. But life had other plans. As he considered cashing in his collection, he had no idea how much his pennies were actually worth. His collection comprised solely of pennies. Otha was inspired by a story of someone who turned a diverse coin collection into a small fortune. He wondered, could his pennies hold a similar surprise? Among his collection, Otha might have had an error penny. These are rare coins produced with a mistake, making them incredibly valuable. Unfortunately, the sheer size of his collection made it impossible for him to check each coin. Otha's collection could have held more than just error pennies. Coins plated in silver, gold, or copper also hold a significant value. His collection could have increased in worth over generations, but Otha never knew if he had any such treasures. Despite the potential for hidden wealth, the odds of finding an error penny were slim. But Otha had one thing in his favor: the sheer volume of his collection, amassed over 45 years. When it came to turning his pennies into cash, Otha didn't have to face the challenge alone. His close friends rallied around him, ready to assist with the hefty task of transporting his collection to the bank. Upon arrival, Otha was met with curious glances. The bank teller was particularly surprised, asking Otha just how many pennies he had brought with him. Despite the enormity of the task, the bank's vice president questioned if they had the time to count such a large amount. Otha was left in a difficult position. Despite the daunting task, Otha remained hopeful. He explained his predicament and his attachment to the collection. hoping the bank would understand his unique situation. Fortunately, the bank's management was understanding. The manager, familiar with Otha as a long-time customer, decided to help him count his penny collection. The process was long and arduous. It took 5 hours to feed each penny into the coin-counting machine. But Otha remained patient, eager to know the total value of his collection. After 5 hours, the machine finally displayed his grand total, a whopping $5,136.14, all from pennies he'd found on the ground. Stay tuned to discover what Otha chose to do with his hard-earned savings. Otha had a clear plan for his newfound wealth. After settling a dental bill and making a donation to his church, he treated his family to a trip. His hobby, perseverance, and faith had truly paid off. If you liked this video, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and learn more about how we enhance history.